Hello, I'm Lisa Welsh, and I was the Communications Manager for WAS 2021. Today, I am delighted to be joined by Larissa Kojoué. Welcome all the way from Cameroon. Please share a little bit about you for anybody who hasn't already come across your work.
Hello, Lisa. It's a pleasure for me to be here, and it's a pleasure for me to be part of the WAS team, the whole team in the world. I'm Larissa Kojoué. I'm a young Cameroonian researcher and lecturer in political science. I'm actually teaching at the University of Boya. I teach mostly political sociology. I've done a lot of research on HIV and AIDS policies, but currently I'm working on gender and sexual issues. So I've worked a lot on digital practices and women's and queer people, how they use the internet and what it means for them, and also how the digital tools, for example, transform gender and sexual relations. And I take my context is Cameroon, but I also have a broad view from Ghana and from Senegal as well.
Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Please, could you let us know a little bit about the presentation you gave at the Congress?
Yeah, the presentation I did is part of a postdoc that I've done 3 years ago on internet practices, sexual risk, at-risk sexual practices on internet, at-risk sexual practices, and HIV and AIDS. At the end of that postdoc, I was a bit surprised by the result. I wanted to do something on HIV/AIDS, but I found out that people were not much interested in the health component of my research, but they wanted to express themselves differently. They wanted to share their stories online, stories of love, stories of sex meetings, and all those things. So that's why I've decided to do something specifically about that. And I've found out that internet has become the first gay venue, for example, in Cameroon. But it's not only a gay venue, it's not only for gay people, but also women find other ways of expressing themselves sexually on the internet. And what intrigued me was the fact that despite the fact that all the people that I interviewed have more or less internet has a positive impact in their lives. For women and for queer people, meaning trans people, gay men, lesbian or bisexual people, the negative impact was huge. And people reported the same way they were so excited about the internet, they were also very frustrated about the way internet has shaped their life in some way or another negatively. So that was interesting, and I've developed that, and in my presentation, I show how those marginalized and discriminated groups use the internet for visibility, and they use it in a wide range of ways, very interesting, artistically, and self-presentation, a lot of things. Yes. So the title of my presentation is Out in the Internet. People are out there. Some people use their real names, even if most of them use like pseudonyms, but most of them are out there. They are present. Someone said, I cannot imagine my life without the internet, for example. So internet has a central place in their life. But unfortunately, it's also a continuum of violence, of inequalities, because in the internet, they face a lot of backlash, attacks and sexual harassment, scam, a lot of things that sometimes people are afraid to do physically, but online they will do it just randomly. And this is what I'm showing in the presentation, that yes, we are living in a world that is transforming. A lot of things are coming out of are coming out, but at the same time, it's also the picture of the society, unfortunately. Like if you want to be out, if you want to be the person you are, really, you will face a huge form of backlash, and the state will not do anything about it. And I end my presentation with a call of authorities to do something with people that are being harassed online. But it means if they are harassed online, it means there is something to do also offline. So this is what my presentation is about, with concrete examples, because I've not stayed just online. I've been online, but I've also met those people I'm talking about. We have had face-to-face interviews. I've went to some of their activities, and we have interacted a lot online and also offline. So yes.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Like, it really is a double-edged sword. And I actually think the World Sexual Health Day this year was about this, wasn't it? It was about sexual, how the internet is impacting us in our sexual lives. But specifically,
Yes.
you're focusing on being out on the internet. So letting yourself be seen, letting yourself be visible, and finding freedom in that, but also finding this other, more ugly side.
Exactly.
And I'm grateful for you for bringing attention to that and for calling for action to protect those people. Thank you so much for sharing that, Larissa. I just want to remind everybody that has registered for WAS 2021 that you still have access to Larissa's presentation and so many more until the end of the year. So now we are in December. Make sure that you go and watch these incredible presentations. They are just so mind-opening. And if you did not sign up for WAS 2021, it is not too late. You can still sign up and get access to everything for only $50 now. You can binge watch everything before the end of the year, and you will learn so much. I know that I have, really, by watching these presentations and interacting with people like you, Larissa. I found this so valuable. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thanks.